Princess Kalira wanted one world to burn. And because she was young, grieving, and royal, the War Council almost let her mistake revenge for justice. The world was Nerith, home of the admiral who had ordered the massacre at Vosgate. Kalira's brother had died there, along with 4,000 cadets, 2 hospital ships, and a children's choir. The enemy claimed mistake. The evidence proved command. And she carried the names in a silver capsule. When the captured human strategist entered the council chamber, everyone expected him to kneel. Jonas Reed did not kneel. Taken from a wrecked scout ship, bruised, limping, he looked at the attack map. Then at the princess and said, "If you do that, 10 worlds die." Kalira laughed once. "I ordered 1 world punished." "No," he said. "You ordered 10 worlds taught how to hate you forever." That was when every blade in the chamber turned toward the human. The nearest general snarled, "Explain yourself before I remove your tongue." Jonas pointed at Nerith, population 8 billion. Agricultural hub and medical supplier, kill its orbital mirrors, and winter lasts 6 years. Refugees go to Velthan Jekta and the breathing moons. Those worlds already carry famine stress. They close borders, riots start, fleets move. Pirates follow refugee lanes. Then you strike pirates. Pirates strike back, border houses panic, and your one clean revenge becomes 10 burning systems. They killed children. "Yes," Jonas said. "And if you answer like this, so will you." Kalira stepped from the dais. "You think I fear guilt?" "No," he said. "I think you fear grief having nowhere to go." The truth landed harder than accusation, because it knew her name. She ordered the council cleared except for Jonas, 2 guards, and the attack map, then brought up footage of Vosgate. Fire, broken holes, cadets in vacuum, her brother's ship folding under plasma. "Watch," she said. Jonas watched all of it. He did not look away, not when the hospital ship opened. Not when the children's choir broadcast prayers over static. Not when Kalira's brother ordered evacuation and stayed behind to hold the gate. When it ended, she demanded, "Now tell me Nerith should live." Jonas closed his eyes, then opened them. Nerith should answer, not vanish. "Answer is too small? Extinction is smaller," he said. "It leaves no one to confess." Kalira hated him for that, because part of her had imagined silence after vengeance. Clean silence, no more dreams, no more capsule. No more brother calling her little star from old recordings. Jonas expanded Nerith's supply lines, then overlaid medical corridors, seed routes, evacuation nets, debt chains, temples, and refugee agreements. The green moon became a heart with arteries running through half the sector. The princess had seen a target. "The human showed her a body here," Jonas said. "Nerith's admiral has a fortress on Harrowspire. His officers rotate through this tribunal station. His money moves through Keshbank. His propaganda tower broadcasts from the polar ring. Hit those, seize records, arrest living criminals. Expose the orders, leave farms standing." Kalira whispered, "That is not enough for my brother." "Maybe not," Jonas said. "But it may be enough for someone else's brother." The words should not have moved her, but they did. Because on the footage, she had seen enemy rescue pods too. Young faces wearing the Admiral's colors. Alive only because her brother had refused to fire on helpless craft. She turned away. "If I spare Nerith, my people will call me weak." Jonas gave a tired smile. Humans have a saying. Mercy looks weak until it survives the thing rage could not. Kalira studied him. "Your world was destroyed." "Was it not one of them?" he said. "By whom?" "By people who said one world was enough for the first time." Revenge looked like an inheritance she did not want. At dawn, the War Council returned, armored in certainty. Ready to authorize planetary punishment, Kalira stood before them without the silver capsule. She had placed it on the map beside Nerith. Not as fuel, but as witness. "We will not burn the moon." She said, "The chamber erupted. We will strike Harrowspire. Seize the tribunal station. Freeze Keshbank assets. Capture the propaganda ring and broadcast the massacre orders in every language. Nerith teaches its children." General Varn slammed his fist down. people demand blood. They will have truth, Kalira said. And courts will take the guilty. Courts, he spat, for child killers. Jonas spoke from the side wall. Dead criminals cannot testify against their friends. The operation began before sunset, with surgical raids. Harrowspire fell in 11 minutes. Tribunal servers spilled names like poison. Cash bank accounts revealed rival payments. The propaganda ring was captured live. And its anchors read the Admiral's signed order while Nerith watched in horror. And Nerith did not unite against Kalira. It split. Farmers marched on barracks. Mothers tore down banners. Shipyard workers locked military gates. Priests rang morning bells for Vosgate. And when the Admiral tried to flee through civilian docks, his own dockhands sealed the doors. The world she wanted to burn became the witness that condemned its own monsters. Weeks later, Kalira walked through the ruins of Harrowspire with Jonas beside her. Below them, Nerith's oceans reflected rescue ships instead of fire. My brother would have hated waiting, she said. Maybe, Jonas answered. But he stayed at Vosgate, so others could leave. That sounds like someone who understood cost. She touched the empty place where the capsule had hung. I still want the Admiral dead. Good, Jonas said. Wanting, it means you are honest. Not doing it wrongly means you are queen enough to survive honesty. You speak to royals very badly. Humans were not designed for palaces. No, she said. Perhaps you were designed for the moment before palaces become graves. At the trial, the Admiral faced survivors from both sides. Children of Vosgate, farmers, sailors. Keliara read her brother's name last, then left the capsule on the evidence table. When judgment came, no fleet cheered, no city burned. No innocent world inherited her pain. Kalira learned that vengeance can light a fire. But justice must keep count in the dark. Years later, maps called it the 10 Worlds Peace. Enemies called it human interference. Historians called it restraint. Kalira called it the day one human prisoner showed her grief was not a weapon to swing blindly, but a flame to carry carefully, so it did not become the thing that killed her brother twice.